What is going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it is time to review Dragon Ball Super Episode 40. This is a really mixed episode of Dragon Ball Super for me. On one hand, objectively, it is extremely well done in terms of not being predictable, in terms of dropping a big bomb at the end, in terms of, wrapping up the tournament arc and showing Champa's true colors and showing character development for Hit and all that. It does a lot of things right. But speaking from, the expectations and everything after the last episode built this up insanely high, and it didn't really follow through with the Goku versus Hit fight. The animation was fine overall. It wasn't as good as last week, but it wasn't bad either. Hit lands some blows on Goku because his time leap is now super hacks and even better than it was before, and he is able to land blows on Goku. Goku recovers, lands a blow on him, this epic punch, you get that 3-shot replay from different angles, and then he smashes him into the Champa portrait. That was really cool. The problem is, that's pretty much the rest of the fight. They both drop to the ground panting, and Goku's like, you know what, if we're going to keep fighting, let's get rid of the no-killing rule, or let's get rid of the rules in general, so that, this can be a fucking, you can actually go all out and use your killing techniques. And Champa and Beerus argue over it, and Goku's like, my Kaioken won't last long enough, I'll just give up, and we can fight later when fucking we actually have no restraints. And I don't mind that it ended like that. In fact, I like that it ended like that, because it shows that the two can have a rematch later with a definitive winner. It shows that Dragon Ball Super is not going to end anytime soon, and it shows that Goku has another new rival. However, I really don't like that the fight only had those couple of blows and then ended. I wish that after last week's episode, they really went all out on each other, and then at a point Goku said, let's get rid of that rule. Then Champa and Beerus started arguing, and then Goku drops out. But instead, we just get a few more hits, and it's just not... It's not as satisfying, honestly, but at the same time, I have to look at it from an objective reviewer standpoint, and it does make sense, and it does build up more. It's almost like you could also look at this as a teaser. Like, you get that big epic Kaioken, and then it teases you with a few more hits, but they don't go all out. They don't give you that big final explosive fight. You have to wait till later. So from that perspective, I think it works as well. Then Monaka comes in, and Hit was awesome. He just takes the hit to the fucking whatever, his fucking thigh, and he's just like, alright, I'm out. We're even, He just flies out of the ring. It was funny. It was cool of him to do that. And of course Monaka's like, what the fuck? And even Beerus is like, what, did we win? He's like looking around like, what the fuck just happened? It was all really, really funny. Once again, comedy game on point. So like I said, the ending of everything wrapping up, you don't really see it coming. It's done in a funny way. It wraps up everything nicely. Champa just being a dick and saying everybody's a pawn, and that they're all expendable, and he's ready to just destroy them all. I was very curious as to what was going to happen, because Champa was ready to just kill all of them, and not like, just mainly his team. I don't know how crazy he was going to go, if he was going to attack the others on Beerus' side too, but yeah, so he's ready to kill everybody, and then the king of everything shows up, just there, like in the middle of the ring, like out of nowhere. Like, how do you even get there? How do you get inside the dome? Fucking, like, how do you get there with nobody noticing? And he's like this little guy with these two guards. And some people I could easily see thinking this is kind of stupid, like the king of everything. But, I mean, back in the day, we had like the king of the world in Dragon Ball that Piccolo took out, or not took out, but Piccolo, he went to the castle and took it over. And the king of everything was just like this old dog guy. So, or not the king of everything, the king of the world in Dragon Ball was like the fucking, he was a little dog guy. So I'm not really like surprised that there's a king of everything. I think that the fact that there was a king of the world, I guess elected, like it doesn't make sense. It's Dragon Ball, like it doesn't have to have real world logic. So I think it's very old school Dragon Ball to have a king of everything. I think his design was unique and pretty cool. He's a little guy. I don't know if he's strong or not. We'll have to wait and see. His guards look a little bit more intimidating. And yeah, I'm just very curious what's going to happen, why he's even there, what they're going to talk about. That's going to be really, really cool. And then that's the episode. It drops that bomb, and Goku, or not Goku, Beerus and Champa are fucking freaked out by this guy. They are like, whoa. So I don't know if he's strong or if he's just of a high authority. I'd have to assume he's strong. Like, why would they be scared of him? Like, yeah, he's the king of everything, but if they're stronger than him, why would they even have to listen to his authority? They could just kill him. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to be unbelievably hacks, like invincible, but we don't know. And does king of everything mean the king of everything in the universe of 6 or 7, or is he the king of overseeing like all 12 universes? We'll have to wait and see. But it's a really cool bomb being dropped at the end. It definitely felt old school Dragon Ball. And it was really cool. Comedy game was on point. Animation in this episode was good overall. A couple of art shots of like Piccolo and Vegeta looked a little shaky. Most of them were from not quite a huge distance, but a bit of a distance. No real close-ups looked awful. But, you know, the art could have been a bit better in a couple spots. But the animation was fine. And the pacing, a bit slow, I'll be honest. And story progression, the tournament has wrapped up. It's over. We got this new dude showing up. Don't know what's going to happen, but in terms of finishing the tournament, that's really good story progression. I guess you could say we finished a whole fight. Besides Goku versus Hit, we also got Monaka versus Hit. The fucking Monaka, bro. He's like fucking Mr. Nipples Satan now. He's fucking, I don't know if they're going to overhype his abilities or if, you know, what's going to happen there. But yeah, that was funny. Who would win? Mr. Nipples or Mr. Satan? No. But joking aside, not really much else to say about this one. On the next episode, which looks like we're going to see the Super Dragon Ball's Shenron, which looks like a fucking beast of a dragon. I wasn't sure if we were going to get like... See, like... it would have been funny if like this really tiny bitch dragon came out, like the old school Dragon Ball logo dragon with like the goofy eyes and shit. But at the same time, you kind of just, that gets a little too predictable. Like, it's like, oh, we're going to go see the guy who knows everything about everything, and he's going to tell us about the Super Dragon Balls, and then he's with this weird Buddha-looking thing with the lips and shit. And it's like, oh, the God of Destruction, and he's like this cat person. He still looks cool, but he's not like your generic Dragon Ball villain design. And then you have, well, we thought Monaka was going to be really strong. It turns out he wasn't, but, you know, it's like, Toriyama likes to play with expectations on character design, make them look silly, but it turns out they're actually something crazy. Hell, the king of everything looking like a little tiny bitch. So, you know, I feel like if they had done that with the Super Dragon Ball's dragon also, they'd be overusing that playing with expectations joke. So it's fine that it's like this big, intimidating, badass dragon. Looks totally different from the other two. It looks different from Shenron and Purunga, so definitely want to see what's going to happen with the Wish and everything and what's going to happen in the next episode. Dragon Ball Super definitely throws a lot of curveballs, and it definitely has a lot of unconventional shit, so I can't make a lot of predictions, but that's what I love about the series. So, with all that being said, I'll probably give this episode, honestly, I probably only have to give it like a 7, not just because I'm disappointed with the Goku versus Hit fight, because you can look at it as a tease, but even from an objective standpoint, the art was a little shaky at times, it was a little slow-paced, and, you know, so... And in terms of, like, living up to the previous episode, you know, it's not quite on point, but still, it was really good. 7 out of 10. But then again, with the progression of the story, it's a mixed one, like I said, so I'll probably just stick with a 7.5, give the white bread, generic, fucking good episode of Dragon Ball Super. So, with all that being said, what did you guys think of this episode of Dragon Ball Super? Tell me in the comment section below. You can also follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. Give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both of those would help me out a ton. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. I just need a few more subscribers to get to the big 200, the big 200. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.